Ice cream and gold, the color of the rainbow. Yo, one perfect love that we all should know. We are real to help peace and deep, da 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 da, pop pop. Pop pop. We're gonna have to do some pickup here, I think. Accept my meditation cause I'm living by the word. A blank system overload, I and I psychic code. Take hold of shield and buckler. Take hold of shield and buckler. Almost like Jah, protect us from the perils that will surely come. Praying to you for all, not just for some. Mankind in their ignorant state of mind, heading for total annihilation. Religion against religion, nation fighting against nation. Lost all the eyes of circumspection in this time of revelation. Oh, Most High Jah, protect us from the perils that will surely go. Babylon not kill the people, them people. Leaders of aggression with them false kingdom, egotistic, ballistic mentality, creating anguish with them hostility. Take hold of shield and buckler. Take hold of shield and buckler. Oh, Most High Jah. Oh, well now. Oh, well now. Protect I and I.
God I and I.
Guide I and I.
God I and I. Oh yes.
This is Jah Works Studios, by the way. Jah Works Studios was the world's first solar-powered recording studio. And we are still running currently on solar power. Right now it's late at night and we are operating off of batteries through sine wave inverters and through a symmetrical power system. The independent record label that we started, which was founded out of here, was Theocratic Records. It was the first independent record label on the internet, and it was amongst the first of the independent reggae record labels in America. And I currently have 17 CDs of my own on Theocratic Records, 2 more coming shortly. And yeah, most of it was created here in the studio.
Jah Levi and President Brown and all those people, I think they should have a concert for this Sunfest in Jamaica here. I think people should invite Jah Levi over in Jamaica to play at Sunfest because he has a very heavy concert for Jamaican people. And there are a lot of Rastas in Jamaica. I think they would do good to listen to Jah Levi's music. You know, it's deep-rooted love and peaceful music, you know, and music that you can really feel the vibes. And those people, they love it from the heart, you know.
Well, you know, reggae it's a genre of music, and Jah Levi is truthfully in a whole category by itself because it can be rather folky reggae, it could be acoustic, it could be electric, it could be a big band, it could be solo, it could be anything, it could be eclectic, ethnic, tribal, fusion, mystic, trance, dub, reggae, jazz, love, vibration. You know, it's all these things, so I can't really put it into a genre. But yeah, it will be as classic reggae. The parts of it that are classic reggae are just so classic. And the parts that are eclectic are just so eclectic. You know, but it's really the vibration and the message. That's, you know, the signature in the music. That if you know the music of Jah Levi, you know that's the music of Jah Levi. And when you hear it, you go, oh, wow, that must be Jah Levi's new album.
Keeps putting out all this music, I mean, non-stop, like tons and tons of music. So, yeah, I've been like pulled into this eternal recording session with him for the last millennium, and that feels really good.
So we're going to the studio now, yeah?
Laughing Tiger.
To do the final little big step to mastering the album that is almost done now, yes?
Yeah, we're mixing. We're having David Frazier is going to be mixing this part of the album. And he's a world-class Grammy Award-winning engineer who has mixed all of Mariah Carey's albums, and Stevie Wonder, Quincy Jones, Aretha Franklin, and pretty much everyone you can think of. He's already been doing a great job, and he's a very humble person, real easy to work with, and he's very stimulated by the music, and he really likes working with me together on the mix. You know, I can just say a very simple thing to him, and he understands exactly what I mean. And since I speak his technical language as well, you know, we have a good rapport in that way. Laughing Tiger. Hey, how you doing, man?
Check your perspective out here.
This is David Frazier.
Hi, David.
How you doing?
This is Thorsten.
I love rhythm, and reggae is all about rhythm. And to me, that's the core. And to work on reggae music means it's all the basis for the music. The whole reason for the music is the soul of the music, and it's not about. Whereas in the pop world, it's more of a commercial, financial approach. And reggae music, to me anyway, is more about heart and soul, and which is what music's supposed to be about. So it's in many ways one of my favorite.
Jah Levi,
Yeah.
how do you like working with Ari?
Ari's the man. What can you say? I mean, it's always a privilege and an honor to work with him.
I just suddenly forgot what I'm doing. So.
What was I doing? I meant to forget.
I guess.
No, I was sent here from my planet to help Ari in this time.
I believe that.
Oh, really?
I believe that. Now check it out. Look, see all the pretty colors?
I know he's very popular already, but I think a much wider audience is what's needed and what I hope for.
You know, I'm here to serve the people, and I'll come and bring the finest if we get those kind of bookings. You know, things are very different now in the music business. When I started, and I shopped my music to all the record labels, because there were only major record labels at the time, and I shopped my music to them, and they said, well, we really like your music, Jah Levi, it's really good, but it's a little too spiritual. We don't think people are going to buy it. So I had no choice but to start my own record label. And at that time it was very unpopular with the major labels. Oh, there we are. to have your own record label, to have an independent record label. So they would even pay the radio stations not to play independent records. So it was very difficult at the time, really, to be on an independent label and still create some kind of success. On one hand, if you were signed to a major record label as an artist, you would have to sell hundreds of thousands or millions of copies of a record before you really saw any money at the small percentage that the artist would receive. Whereas as an independent, you would receive most of the money from the sales that you would make. And in fact, after just selling a few thousand records, you would have made more than if you sold a few 100,000 records signed under a major label. So that wasn't a very popular position, you know, in terms of the major record labels and the control that they have over the marketing of records and radio play, which of course is key to that. Now, however, independent record labels are in vogue. They're very popular right now. So now, after 20 plus years of doing music and touring, now my music is ripe and ready. My message is right on time, because the things that I was singing about 20 years ago, people laughed at because they didn't really see it. But now the things that I have been singing about are coming to pass. So people are way more open to it, and I'm just giving thanks that I'm still young and alive enough to bring that message to the world still. I feel like it's right on time, and I feel like all of the music industry will support it much more now than ever before. So I'm really ready and excited and looking forward to the future. I see all kinds of possibilities. I would still love to play all the big festivals and, you know, all the super venues as I have in the past, but with even more vigor and with even greater artists supporting me and much more experience and wisdom behind me now after all these years.